Welcome to OTRC, and this time out, it's knockdown, drag out, no holds barred freestyle. Alongside Metal Mike Bufka, I'm Chris Parrish, and this is Freestyle. Again, no holds barred. These guys are gonna throw it down.
They absolutely are. You know, by the time everyone survived racing, you know, we don't really need to worry about holding on to these trucks too long, so people are going to let them rip, let them fly. You know, last month we saw the Laotian commotion. Isaac Ankrum really go out there and do his thing, but, you know, this time we've got Josh Rhodes back in the mix. We've got Aaron James. We got a lot of, you know, really heavy freestylers here this month, and we're going to see who really throws it down to, you know, really set the tone for who is going to be that person out there going for it and doing the most technical and innovative stuff that we've seen this year.
As you kind of alluded to, Mike, this year it's a whole new game with a set criteria, categories for freestyle scoring. It really makes the drivers think about what they're doing out there.
Absolutely it does. You know, like we have strict criteria we need to adhere to get the highest score possible. So it's not just like, hey, you know, let's do backflips and see what happens. Drivers got to think. They got to be cerebral with what they're doing out there on the track. They got to be technical with their moves. They got to fill the clock. They got to maintain momentum. And, you know, they got to wow and impress the judges out there. Also, too, we have some new freestyle obstacles that, you know, some of these drivers have never hit before. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can do, what they want to do, and what they're willing to do.
Buckle up. It's time for OTRC Freestyle.
On your hit.
Kicking us off, it's going to be the OTRC's newcomer, Silver Bullet Dalton McKay. He'll get the first feel for the track as he sets the stage. We'll see what the run looks like as he's never hit any of these obstacles before. Could be tricky, but off to a good start, very clean, not super aggressive, but just aggressive enough. And with the 4 categories, unadulterated aggression is not strictly going to pay off because, as you saw, criteria based on time, use of track, wow factor, and momentum. So that wow factor that usually gets so much emphasis in freestyle, only 1/4 of the points in OTRC. So you really have to think about your performance and what obstacles you're hitting, how you're doing them, and how you're laying down a freestyle pass. Dalton McKay doing a nice job on the track, very clean, no rollovers. You get 1 rollover, and on the second rollover, the run is complete, but no rollovers for McKay. A very clean run. The score is a 23, the current leader. Up next, Hawk Tyler Ham, another newcomer to OTRC, hits the track to burn down a freestyle run. Oh, a tough start. Oh, almost a rollover. The drivers get a little bit of leeway if they can roll glancing across the roof and recover. Tyler got the power down and pulled that truck back onto its wheels using that S10 body from J Concepts. Created some short overhangs on the truck and probably helped it rock back onto its wheels. A nice twisting backflip. Ham doing a nice job kind of balancing that, staying out of control, but that's going to hurt his momentum right there. You don't want to get hung up on an obstacle and back up, but a nice recovery into a slap wheelie, but then again having to reverse. A fairly exciting run, but a couple of moments that are really going to hurt some of the momentum factor as the time runs out on Hawk. The score will be a 23 for Hawk, tying him with Silver Bullet at the top. On the track now, it's Greg Coffey in the Bog Hog. The Bog Hog and LMT, as many drivers are using out on the track. The trucks are very resilient. Greg running the Pro Line Demolisher tires and wheels. So a little bit softer than the original LMT tire compound, so that may give him an advantage out there on the track. Coffee with some combos. Oh, but just a little too much. That'll be a rollover. One rollover, so he still gets a second shot. The next rollover will end the run. He's about halfway through the run. He's got some, wow, he's got some good momentum going. Seems to be hitting a variety of obstacles on the track. This is a good run for Coffee. Coffee's still a relative newcomer. Really been developing his skill out there, and that was a nice run. The score will be a 23, a three-way tie at the top right now, with Silver Bullet, Haktua, and Bog Hog. Not all of our competitors were able to put down the performance they were looking for in freestyle. As we take a look back at some of the highlights, Nightmare Nathan Smith with a 22. We saw it out on the track. American Nightmare also with a 22, just below our current leader. Jordan Sick not quite able to get what he was looking for. Boogie Van Fred Kors not quite up to his normal standard. Some wildness from Calder Sick and Flagfoot, but Mechanical Gremlins got to him. Fill-in driver for Dan Chichagosh, Jeremy Mark in the Raminator. Filling the time and getting some points. Chris Lane, usually a freestyle for us, just didn't get it done today. As we move into Bigfoot 15, Mike Spurlock on the track, announcing his presence. Back-to-back backflips, back and forth across the track, but an early rollover. Now, does caution seep into his mind as the second rollover will end his run? He still has to be aggressive, but he doesn't have any margin for error at this point. Spurlock seems to be working his way around the track, but almost awkwardly, this truck seems to land really well, sort of taking some of the calamity of freestyle away from it. But wow, he's got great control of this truck. We've really seen Spurlock developing and putting on some great freestyles he's been developing in racing. That truck pulled a wheelie as it was heading to the sky launch, then into a front flip or back flip, a flippity flip. A wild way to end the run. Spurlock with a great run. The score is going to be a 29. He vaults definitively into the lead. Careless Whisper, Mike Bufka. This truck, we've seen it before in OTRC, but you can't mention it enough. This truck weighs almost 12 pounds. It is a fully welded custom tube chassis. This truck is an incredible piece of equipment, but it also handles completely different than every other truck out on the track. But there you see that incredible slap wheelie. The truck almost looks real life going across the track. But then Careless Whisper up and over, flip back over, back on the track. He's got one more shot, cruising around the track, lights up blazing, blistering. Looks like trying to keep the momentum up, but he's going really wide, setting up for a big jump. Oh, that actually fell a little bit short. I expected a little bit bigger leap, but a nice combo. He's got a lot of nice combos going, keeping great momentum out there. This should be a pretty solid run. Looks like that's the end of time anyway as the truck gets hung up on the bus stack. Taking a look back, the score is going to be a 25, a nice score. Gonna put him in second right now. So not quite going to get it done today, but it'll score him some great points in the season standings and keep him towards the top of the heap. One of the big guns, Josh Dig Rhodes in the Gravedigger, a former freestyle champion. Rhodes known for some insane freestyles. He's never worked within the OTRC freestyle criteria. We'll see how he scores, how he adapts to that. Right now, he's in trouble. Oh, he almost had it, but that'll be one rollover.
For you young kids at Romeo,
Rhodes looking a little lost for a second. Needs to grab that momentum back. Oh, wow! A wheelie up and over the big air backflip jump. Interesting moment. That'll score some wow. Digger doing a great job out there. Little reverser. We don't see that very often. Oh, that is a wound up truck. I think that's the end of it. The score is going to be a 26. Nice run. That'll put him in second place now. But Mike Spurlock and the Bigfoot 15 truck holds the top of the charts right now as we get down to our final few competitors. Another big gun, JGW and Salerno. Lights are blazing. He's ready to light up the track, and wow, a slap wheelie into a near save moment. Almost disaster right off the start, but not slowing Salerno down as he is out on the track hitting everything almost with reckless abandon. A nice combo. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh, he's all out of shape. Waiting for a recovery. That's one rollover. Some great combos in this run. Looking very strong so far. Oh, if he doesn't lose the momentum. Backing up always hurts the momentum score unless it's part of a maneuver. Salerno slightly out of control and burns it down on the track. A nice performance waiting for the scores as they come in. It's a 27, another new second place competitor. Still just a little bit behind Mike Spurlock and the Bigfoot 15 truck. Our defending freestyle champion, Hellion Aaron James. James not able to make the first event to defend his title, so he's looking to let everybody know that he's here. James wants to be in the title hunt once again, this year with OTRC with the Hellion truck. Bulldozing through everything on the track, keeping the momentum up. James hitting everything really hard out there, actually. Could almost use a little bit of a slowdown, maybe mix things up. But right now he is upside down, waiting for recovery, back on the track with a few seconds remaining. And that is time. You heard it from the trackside announcer. The score comes in. It's a 25, a very solid start for his first time on the track this season. But not going to get it done today, as coming out last, our defending freestyle champion from the last event, Isaac Ankrum and the Rockstar. He laid down an incredible pass last time out. The control of this truck and largely the durability of this truck is incredible. Ankrum does some amazing things on the track. Nice, clean backflip there. Straight into a forward momentum backflip. Ankrum working his way around the track, almost a little bit of a transfer there, one obstacle to the other. Making sure to hit all the different sides. He's really looking to score high in the use of track category. Nice slap wheelie after the big air there. Bus stop slam. Kick, flip, and recovery. Straight back to it the other way. Oh, lining up for an Ankrum special. The reverse backflip, big air assault. Somehow keeping it on the wheels as the truck skips around. Incredible control. Another incredible save with a little bit of a stoppie. Isaac Ankrum and the Rockstar. He's going to score a 31. That's going to make him the leader, and as the last truck, that also makes him the winner. Isaac Ankrum at the top of the charts again. 3-point bonus on top of his 31. He'll get 34 points. Second place goes to Mike Spurlock. As we take a look at the season points, Ankrum at the top, Salerno in second. It should be an exciting battle all year long. It's still anyone's game. It's early on. These guys are adapting to the new scoring criteria, putting on some great runs. Truck durability has been through the roof. They've just done a great job, but it's going to be tough to knock Isaac Ankrum off the top of the heap. We'll see who can do it. We hope you've enjoyed OTRC. Hit subscribe and catch us next time. Until then, we'll see you then.